Hello everyone, welcome to Hobby Crochet Club. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this bikini top, and I'm going to show you how to work the cup for all the sizes. And this is the look on the front, and this is the back. So before we get started, I hope you guys consider to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications for my upcoming videos, and give a thumbs up to this tutorial if you like it. So let's get started. Okay, so to crochet this bikini top we need yarn, and I'm using this yarn. This is 100% cotton fingering weight yarn. And if you couldn't find this brand, you can use this one instead of this one. Both are fingering weight 100% cotton yarn. So I'm going to use this brand. And you also need 3mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors and yarn needle. And now I'm going to show you how to get the measurement for yourself. Before we begin, I'm going to show you here. So this is breast that I have draw here. So you're gonna measure from here. So this is nipple and this is under bust. So you're gonna measure from here to here and take this measurement before you begin your work. And we are going to work the beginning chains according to this measurement. Okay, so let's grab the yarn and make a slip knot to begin. And here I'm going to work 14 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 14. So this 14 chains is my measurement here, as I said. So you have to place it under your bust and measure for yourself, and make sure you work the right amount of chain to begin your work. Okay, so once you have your beginning chains, we are going to work chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Count as our first double crochet, and we are going to work yarn over and skip the first 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 1 double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So we count the first chain 3 as our first double crochet stitch, and here is our second double crochet stitch, and we are going to work 1 double crochet into each chain stitch until we reach to the last stitch here. So you have to stop before the last stitch. So when you reach to the stitch before the last stitch, you will have total of 14 double crochets. Of course, it can be different for your size, and here I'm talking about my size. If you work different number of chains, you may have different number of double crochets. Okay, so this is my 14th double crochet, and I have left one more chain here, which is our last chain stitch. So Here, let me count it for you. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. Okay, so now into the last chain stitch here, I'm going to work 3 double crochets. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook into that last chain stitch and work 3 double crochets. 2, and this is the third one. Okay, so once you have 3 double crochet into that last stitch, work chain 1 and 3 more double crochets into the same stitch. 1 2 3. Okay, so now we are going to work on this side, and we will be working 1 double crochet into the 1 double crochet stitch on here straight with this side. So here we have 14 double crochets, and we are going to work 14 double crochet on this side as well. Okay, so here I'm carrying the tail underneath, and work 14 double crochet on the other side. Okay, so here I'm done working 14 double crochet on this side, and now we are complete with row 1, and we are going to begin with row 2. To begin row 2, work chain 3, count as our first double crochet. So since we are going to count this chain 3 as our first double crochet, we will not work into that very first stitch here. This one we're gonna skip it because we did the chain 3 into that stitch, and we are going to work into the next stitch here. So from here I'm going to work into single loop. So I'll be working into this loop which is towards to me, the loop. In this row I'll be working into that single loop. Okay, so you could say it's front loop, so I'll be working into front loop on this row. As I said, the loop towards me here, this one. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook into the single loop here on the next stitch, and work a double crochet, and we are going to work 1 double crochet into every stitch, front loop, until we reach to the center here on the chain 1 space. So when you're working into single loop, this is how it's gonna look on the right side. So here I have reached to the center, chain 1 stitch here. So this is my last double crochet, and now I'm going to work 2 double crochets into the chain 1 space. So in the chain space, I'm not going to work into single loop, I will work into both loops. Just insert your hook into the space here and work 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and chain 1 and 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. So here I'm done working into the chain space, and now I'm going to continue work on this side, and I'll be work into front loop only. So insert your hook into front loop on the next stitch and work a double crochet, and continue work double crochets into front loop only. Okay, so here I'm done working on the other side. So we are done with the second row. Now we are going to begin with third row. To begin the third row, work chain 3, count as our first double crochet, and as I said, we are not working into that very first stitch because we did the chain 3 into that very first stitch. And now turn the work. So now we are working on the right side of our work. So this is the right side and this is the wrong side. So when we working in the wrong side, which is our second row, we work into only front loops. And now we are working only into back loops in our third row here. So remember, when you're working on the right side of your work, work into back loop only. And when you're working in the wrong side of your work, working into front loops only. So that's how we are going to continue. So now here I'm yarn over and insert the hook into back loop only. Just like this. And work a double crochet into the back loop. Continue work 1 double crochet into every stitch back loop. So when we're working like this, we can get kind of texture into our right side of our work. So as you can see here in the second row, we have some texture on our work. So I'm going to continue work until I reach to the chain 1 space. So when I reach to the chain 1 space, I'll be working into both loops of that chain 1 space. And as I did in previous row, I'm going to work 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet into that chain space. So we are going to continue this way until we get total of 8 rows. So here I'm working on my third row, and I'm going to continue until I have total of 8 rows. So it's always going to be same as these 2 rows, which is second and third row. So when we done the third row, we are going to repeat the second row for our fourth row. And for fifth row, we are going to repeat row number 3. So here I have reached to the chain space, and I'm going to work 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 more double crochets. Okay, so continue work on the other side, and as I said, in the next round, which is fourth round, we are going to repeat second round, which means we will be working 1 double crochet into front loop of every stitch. And when you're done row 4, begin row 5. Row 5 is repeat of row 3, which means we're going to work into back loop only. Okay, so in the center here at the chain 1, always going to be the same, which is we're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. So I'll be back when I'm done row 3 to 8. Okay, so here I'm done working row 8, and now we are going to begin with row 9. So let's begin row 9. Work chain 3 and turn your work. In this row we are going to work into back loops. So yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch back loop and work a double crochet. So here we have 2 double crochet at the beginning, and into the next stitch we are going to skip the next stitch and work into the next stitch. So for that you're going to work chain 1 and skip 1 and 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So here I have worked chain 1, yarn over, skip the next stitch and work 1 double crochet into the next stitch back loop. Again chain 1, skip 1 and 1 double crochet into the next stitch back loop. So we are going to continue this way until we reach to the center here. Okay, so here I have reached to the end of this side here, so we have to skip the last stitch on this side. So I'm going to chain 1 and skip that last stitch on this side and work a double crochet into the chain 1 space at the center here, and again I'm going to work 1 more double crochet into the center and chain 1 and 2 more double crochets. So always we work into the center, 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. So we are done with this side and move on to this side. So when you begin this side you have to work chain 1 and skip that first stitch on this side. So chain 1, skip this first stitch and work a double crochet into the next stitch back loop. Chain 1, skip 1 and 1 double crochet into the next stitch back loop. Continue work until you reach to the end of this row here. At the end you have to work 2 double crochets into the last 2 stitches, which means 1 double crochet into each for the last 2 stitches here. That's how we begin from the beginning here. Okay, so here I'm at the end, so work chain 1 and skip 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and we have reached to the last stitch. We are going to just work a double crochet in here. Okay, so we are done with the cup part, and if this is your right side cup, you want to continue work from here straight. We are going to work 25 chains. Okay, so straight work 25 chains if this is your right side cup. Okay, so if this is your left side cup, you're gonna trim the yarn from here and we're gonna attach the yarn into the other side here into the third chain and work 25 chains into this side. Okay, so this is my left cup, so I'm going to cut the yarn from here and join the yarn into this side, and here is my right side cup, and I have worked 25 chains into this side. Okay, so in the right side cup we work 25 chains into this side, and the left side now we're gonna work here 25 chains. Of course it can be depend on your size. You can work 30 chains or 35 chains or whatever number of chains that fit for yourself. So now let me show you on the left cup here. So this is the right side of the cup, and I'm gonna join the yarn into the third chain here on this side. So grab the yarn and I'm gonna work a slip knot. Then find the third chain here and insert your hook into both loops of the third chain here, and grab this yarn with a slip knot and bring it through and work a slip stitch to join your yarn just like this, and we are going to work 25 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 24 and 25. Okay, so now we are done with this part here. So I'm gonna cut the yarn here and leave it here just like this, and now we are going to join the both cups together. For that, here I'm gonna grab my right side cup and place it in here. So this is the left side, and now we are going to continue work from right side here. So this is the right side chains that I worked, and I'll be working all the way here across the right side cup and join the left one into here and straight work all the way till we reach to end of the left side here. So let's move on to the right side cup here, this one. So here is my chain 25 on the right side, and now I'm going to work chain 1, and skip that chain that we just made and insert your hook into the next chain. So we skip the first chain and insert the hook into the second chain, and we are going to work a single crochet, and we will be working one single crochet into each chain stitch across. Okay, so here I have reached to the end of chain stitches, and now I'm going to continue work all the way here across to this corner. So we are working under the cup, just work one single crochet into each space. So when we reach to the corner here, we are going to join the left cup into here, then continue work single crochets all the way in the left cup. Okay, so here I have worked all the way into here on the right side cup, and now we are going to join the left cup. So here I'm gonna straight insert my hook into the left cup here and work a single crochet. So here we have joined both cups together, and now I'm going to continue work one single crochet into each space. On the left cup here. So continue work all the way till here and also into the chains here. So here I'm done working single crochet row, and now we are going to begin with the next row. To begin the next row, work chain 3, count as our first double crochet, then again work chain 1 for the separation, and we are going to skip the next stitch and work one double crochet into the next stitch. So skip this one and work one double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 and one double crochet, again chain 1, skip 1 and one double crochet. So we are going to continue work like this, chain 1, skip 1 and one double crochet. Okay, so here I'm done working row 2, and let's begin row 3. Work chain 3 and turn your work. In row 3 we are going to work one double crochet into every stitch. So here yarn over and work one double crochet into the chain space here, then one double crochet into the top of the double crochet stitch, one double crochet into the chain space, and one double crochet into the top of the double crochet stitch. So we are going to continue this way until we reach to the end of row 3. So when you're done working row 3, you are going to begin row 4. So row 4 is repeat of row 2. So in row 4 we're going to work one double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and one double crochet. So that is repeat of row 2. Then when you're done row 4, you're going to begin with row 5. So row 5 is repeat of row 3, which means we will be working one double crochet into every stitch. Okay, so we're going to repeat these 2 rows until we get the desired size for our top. So in row 4 you will be repeating row 2. In row 5 you will be repeating row 3. Okay, so here I'm back. I have worked total of 7 rows and this is how it's look now. And I'm going to trim the yarn from here. And join the yarn into top of the cup here, into the chain 1 space here. So let's make a slip knot and join the yarn into the chain 1 space here on top of the cup, and we are going to work on the straps. So join your yarn into here with a slip stitch. And I'm gonna work chains. So you can decide the length of your straps and work the chains according to the length. So once you have chains according to the length of your strap, we are going to work slip stitches into the back loop of the chain. So here I'm going to insert the hook into the second chain back loop and work a slip stitch, and into the next chain back loop a slip stitch. So continue work slip stitches into every stitch back loop. So when you return back to the top of the cup here, after working all the slip stitches, we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space here. So insert the hook into the chain space and work a slip stitch to finish our work here. So now you can cut the yarn and do the same thing on the other side. So here I'm done it on both sides, and now we are going to move on to the back strap. Okay, so now let's move on to the back strap. So this is my back strap. I just work 350 chains for the back strap, and I made them little tight, so this is how it look. And now I'm going to insert it into the top, and let's see how it's look. So here, fold it this way, and I'm gonna insert it this way. On the other side. Okay, so this is it. And you can tie it. So this is how it's look. And this is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys like this tutorial, and don't forget to give a thumbs up to this tutorial if you like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications for my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching me.